I am the last Korean War veteran of the Warm Springs Indian Reservation. I was born in 1930 at the Dalles, Oregon. I grew up the Native American traditional way. All I thought about was just fishing and just living. I spoke the Native American language until I went to the boarding school at Warm Springs. Guide us into all truth. Need you night and day, come now. Oh God, could I? Warm Springs Reservation was created 4 years before the state of Oregon. We had veterans from World War I. We had veterans clear back from what we call the Snake War. But from that time on, Native Americans had always taken pride in any kind of military activity. Even in the September 11th situation, they signed up. Some went to Iraq, some went to Kuwait, signed up for that. So me, I just got into it by accident, and to be frank, I kind of enjoyed it, really. When you turn up 18 or something like that, you are given, you are required to register for draft. Early September of 1949, this is exactly 73 years ago to this year, my friend was asked me to drive him down to the Dalles to register, but we accidentally went to a darn recruiting office, and here was, I hereby protect the Constitution of the United States and all that kind of stuff, and it was shipped off. I held on to several military occupation specialties, like, but it was mostly in the anti-aircraft heavy artillery 120s. I went through the ranks. Career people that are in the service take a long time to acquire a grade of E6, and I made it in within 18 months or something like that. Because while in my spare time I delved into the manual of that artillery piece, learned every mechanical function, hydraulic function, electronic function, the process of synchronization, how the ammunition functioned, and so I went from azimuth setter, elevation setter, ammunition sergeant, artillery gunner, and gun section leader. That is a Ryuka's command patch, and it is no longer used, but that is what they call the Ryuka's command, Okinawa. Our primary objective was to protect the Kadena Air Base where the B-29 was stationed. They were going out daily, and we were on alert every day because Okinawa is just right across from China, and China was involved with this war. We were manning our equipment at 3 o'clock in the morning until the sunrise came up, because they figured if there was going to be an attack, there would be sometime from 3 o'clock until dawn. And we were called on alert again from 3 o'clock till dark. it was alert every day, 7 days a week. We were stationed out right next to a rice paddy. And boy, I tell you, I stayed there in that camp for 18 months out in the field. It was so heavily guarded. I don't think the Chinese at that time had any capability to attack that, but they wanted to make sure that it was protected. I kind of feel that when MacArthur threatened to use an atom bomb, I'm just thinking maybe, just maybe, the atomic bomb was stored on the island of Okinawa. I was the only one in the group that was making a real study on the mechanical function of the artillery piece, and how it operated through centrifugal force, setback force, inertia force, all of these functions. They found out that I was doing a lot of study on this, and they started, the commanding officer started asking, pumping me with questions about, where did you learn? I told him, well, I'm just delving into that manual, that's all. I'm just learning. That's how I got started into getting better grades. I was in the Army for 3.5 years. I signed up for 3 years, but because of the Korean War, they gave me a 6-month extension before I could re-enlist. I became ill with a bad case of tuberculosis, which was linked to a service-connected disability. So that entered the potential career right there. A charismatic preacher came on TV testifying that he had tuberculosis and he was a Native American.
I knew God had called me. He had said, son, I'm going to heal you of tuberculosis in a stammering tongue. And you're to take my healing power to your generation.
After listening to what he went through because of tuberculosis, I thought, well, if God can do that for him, he could do it for me. I don't have to sit here in a hospital worrying about dying. God healed him. God will do the same for me. That's how I became a believer. You are the salt of the earth, Jesus said. You are the salt of the earth. Salt means in the Hebrew friendship. You are no longer servants, Jesus said. You're no longer slaves. I love learning of the Hebrew methods, of the Hebrew way, their culture, their way of life. It's really amazing to see how the Indian people, Native American people back on the river, how close the custom were. The Hebrew system and the Oaxaca people are practically almost the same. This is why it's easier for the older generations, way before our time, to easily understand the Bible because of the custom of this being the same way. Chom no ikushiwato, mimi. Chom no ikushiwacha. This is what it was a long time ago. Jesus me tiliwal tamanwa wakashwit. The blood of Jesus is eternal. I'm not a preacher. I'm not a teacher. I'm just a believer.